So in the wake of Donald Trump's declaration of war on Iran, let's just call it exactly what it is, a declaration of war. And I'm not gonna lie, Trump has been panicking in the wake of this. He's been making N-word jokes. He's been demanding that the free market obey his command and his command alone. Trump's losing it. Maga, the base, his supporters, his worshipers, his angels, have come out and given the talking points to the masses, as I predicted they would. Reference point: Crystal Ball and Cenk Uyghur's debate. Cenk Uyghur was told by Crystal Ball, when this war commences, MAGA will not hold Donald Trump accountable. They will all fall in line. My reaction to said debate, I said the exact same thing. The talking points will find the narratives will reach the masses will parrot them back, parrot them to one another, and it will spread, and the base will be pacified. Well, the narrative has just hit. The mixtape just dropped. The iOS update done hit. They have found the narratives necessary to give Donald Trump plausible, not even plausible deniability, Donald Trump the complete and utter escape from accountability. Talking points have been issued from Dominic, a tweet that he made. Here we have the MAGA King 2_0. If you're no longer MAGA because Trump wiped out Iran's nuclear sites, you were never MAGA to begin with. So now, if you could have been Trump's most loyal meat rider, I mean slurping and burping, all of that, bib on, wiping your mouth, all of that. If you stop at this, you were never MAGA to begin with. No true Scotsman fallacy up the ass right here. Then we have Gunther Eagleman. Where in the fuck did this come from? He's like a MAGA Twitter celebrity, okay? It's like the Shade Room, but for MAGA. Gunther Eagleman says, if you are upset that Trump took out Obama's nuclear facilities, you were never MAGA. So then they blame it on Obama. Blame the black man. If you can't blame the white liberal, you blame the black man. See their tactics? You see their go-tos? It's predictable every time. Thou, Trump's hurricane. If you're no longer MAGA because Trump wiped out Iran's nuclear sites, you were never MAGA in the front. God, this is like there's no war in Bossing Say type energy. They're all saying the exact same thing. All of them have said the exact same. Have you noticed they have all said the exact same thing? All three of these tweets is, the second one, they blame Obama, nice little always revert to the basics. When you find yourself struggling in something, basketball, football, chess, boxing, always revert to your fundamentals, your jab, your simple 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Revert to your fundamentals, simple layups, none too flashy. Blame black people. If you're a conservative, revert to the fundamentals. Always revert to when you find yourself in dangerous waters, uncharted territory, always revert to the fundamentals, the basics. Blame black folk, blame Obama. Now we have somebody in a parasocial relationship with Barron Trump, an individual who we've never even heard speak before. This account called Barron Trump News, because apparently Barron Trump does stuff worthy of news reporting. I may upset a lot of people with this, but if you're no longer MAGA because Trump wiped out Iran's nuclear sites, you were never MAGA. I feel like now that I've read them all, you read one, you've read them all. I don't even feel like reading the last one. I mean, we basically read every single one of these. I'm not gonna lie, the Barron Trump account is actually kind of scary. I actually feel for Barron Trump. That's actually scary. Like, seeing people form fan pages of you and you've never even spoken is crazy. I'm sure one day I'll have fan pages and that will scare me. This is scary. Barron Trump doesn't even talk. I've never heard Barron Trump even talk. And there's a fan page called Barron Trump News. What does he even do? He doesn't even do anything besides exist and breathe and be Donald Trump's son. That's it. Scary times we're living in. Do you see how, just like that, MAGA has received the talking points necessary to corral all of them in line? All of them are now finding a way into line. If you don't support Trump's move, you were never really MAGA. You might have hated the blacks, you might have hated the gays, you might have hated the Arabs, you might have hated the Muslim Arabs, you might have hated the Hispanics, you might have hated the women's, you might have hated white women, you might have hated liberals, you might have hated white liberals, you might have hated Obama, Biden. All of that was cool. But if you won't co-sign a World War III scenario, your ass was never really MAGA to begin with. What this basically is, boys and girls, is this is what we call peer pressure. This is like somebody telling you, well, so-and-so jumped off the cliff. If you don't jump off the cliff, you not no real nigga. What you mean I'm not no real nigga? I don't want to be a real nigga. I don't want to be a real MAGA. Basically what they're saying is if you're not ready to crash out behind Trump's insanity, you're not really MAGA. And this is the real definition of crashing out. Telling someone if you don't support the possible end of the world, you're not really MAGA. And it's like, well, hold on a minute. Whoa. I gotta go in that deep. Pause. That's how deeply committed to Donald Trump's every move I have to be. But to be fair to these, influencers on Twitter, Gunther Eagleman, the rest of MAGA Shade Room, it's always been this way. It's always been this way. The MAGA movement is quicksand. It is political quicksand. Every single person on this ride is in quicksand. And they have accustomed themselves to sinking further and further and further ever so slowly. It all started with they're bringing crime and drugs, and I prefer people who weren't captured. Donald Trump laid so many different seeds to show you, maybe you shouldn't vote for me. And MAGA just sat there and ignored it all. Firmly planting their feet in the quicksand, ignoring every single inch by which they sink, not caring at all. Now that the sand is about mid-waist level, it's too late now. It's too late now, despite the fact that all of these people jumped straight into the quicksand. Apparently, if you're not willing for the sand to be right the fuck here, you were never really MAGA to begin with. This is a cult. It is a cult. It's weird. This requires some kind of divine intervention. No amount of reason and rationale can cure this level of mental illness. I mean, you have one of them cosplaying Barron Trump or reporting Barron Trump. What does he even do? He doesn't even do anything. Why do you have a fan page for a nigga who doesn't talk? Whatever. Look, the point here is, Cenk, you were wrong. You know you're wrong, though. You know you're wrong. You know MAGA's untrustworthy. And now, Iran has just struck an American base. Today. We'll see what MAGA's reaction is. But just within the last few hours, MAGA has found the new talking points, the new commands to be issued out to the public, and MAGA is still on Trump's side. Nothing has changed. In fact, Dave Smith, who was talking a big game about impeach Trump, as soon as Trump did the strikes, we haven't heard anything about impeachment from Dave Smith since. Dave Smith he sees the fact that MAGA actually isn't anti-war. They're very much behind Trump no matter what. And now he's realizing, oh shit, I'm about to be the only one calling for Donald Trump to be impeached. Better not do that. Better wait and see where things flow. Opportunistic contrarian, like I said. Cenk, you know you're wrong. You're fucking wrong. MAGA believes in nothing but Donald Trump. And when the talking points have been issued, they all fall in line. Thank you very much for listening to my TED Talk. As if we didn't all see this fucking coming.